In this video, we're going to explain a good, safe, for most people, good, solid, safe as it relates to anxiety, nootropic stack to take for those that are prone to anxiety and prone to panic attacks. Coming up. Okay, first, three primarily important things out of the way, because not only are we Nootropics info faucet, constantly giving out nootropics information relating to every racetam, modafinil, everything in between. We're also a nootropics product company that puts out high quality products, the first of which is the Cortex Nootropic Stack. That's a stack that we basically figured out we can combine uridine, CDP choline, and artichoke extract in very particular quantities to get a modafinil-like effect, okay? That's a commercial pre-made stack, sells in 12 countries. It's called Cortex. It's being called the only pre-made stack that works. Wall Street day traders, corporate people, entrepreneurs, nootropics enthusiasts say the same thing. Get it at livecortex.com. You can use the coupon code 5. That'll save you $5 off if you want to try Cortex. Also, probably the smartest thing to do if you're 1 to 5 years into taking nootropics is to invest in information relating to nootropics, particularly how to take them, what stacks to put together, what combinations combine very well and what quantities to reach very particular brain states. We like to talk about the notion of using nootropics surgically. It's really the only way to use nootropics. In the beginning, my first 2 years, I was kind of throwing stuff together. The information wasn't there, whatever. And it was very arbitrary. Thereafter, where I really started to get utility out of nootropics was using them very, very particularly. As granular as possible, as OCD as possible, basically breaking stacks down in very particular quantities to reach specific brain states. We did that with 2 guides. We give you the information to do that with 2 guides. One of them is a racetam God Guide. Covers all the major racetams: aniracetam, pramiracetam, oxiracetam, piracetam, phenylpiracetam, coliracetam, fasiracetam, and more. Accompanying stacks with those racetams, sublingual stacks, and then oral stacks. We've got phenylpiracetam, tyrosine stacks, like in very particular quantities that turn on motivation. Imagine being able to turn on a very specific brain state with a stack you read in a digital guide. It's in the Racetam God Guide. Get it at livecortex.com. And then we wrote an all-encompassing guide with a bunch of different things, not just racetams, modafinil, uridine, Alcar racetam stacks, Alcar by itself, the AACT stack, which we're going to talk about a variation in this video. That's called Smarter, Better, Faster. That covers everything, including the stuff I just talked about, plus choline sources. Why do you take choline sources with racetams? Microdosing. Reducing anxiety when you take modafinil. That thing is packed with stacks also. It's called Smarter, Better, Faster. Get those products and more at livecortex.com. Also, stack consulting. 40 minutes with me, 15 additional email correspondences. I'll help you get your stack refined. You can get that consulting package at livecortex.com. Okay, so some folks are, going into nootropics like, well, I'm anxiety prone or something, or I might have like panic attacks every now and then. I get emails like this all the time. And I know people that are like that. And to some extent, that actually, there was a 6-month or so period with me where I was like that. This was a long, long time ago, and I figured out how to fix it. That's a whole other separate video. But folks ask me, in that situation, well, nootropics are very stimulatory, and a lot of them do crank up neurotransmitters related to stress and things. And so, is there a way that is there a nootropic stack that I can take that me being anxiety prone won't turn on my anxiety? And I would say, yes, there definitely is. This is a stack that I've suggested to very many people in this situation, and it's a stack that can give them good brain performance that doesn't crank up their anxiety, okay? And it's a variation of the AACT stack. The AACT stack is something that we explain on the blog. We explain in the Smarter, Better, Faster digital nootropics guide. And it's essentially a stack with Alcar, alpha-GPC, caffeine, and theanine. It combines the synergistic power of caffeine and theanine for turning up energy but keeping good solid focus and not being overstimulated. But it brings in functionality and mental energy via Alcar, acetyl-L-carnitine, and alpha-GPC. That stack is not the stack I want to give you, but I want to give you low doses of that stack to make it work. So it's effectively like the anxiety-prone the anxiety-prone version of the AACT stack. Here it is. It's 100 milligrams of Alcar, okay, acetyl-L-carnitine, 100 milligrams. And for those of you that are going, it's like a lower dose of alcohol, I know, but this is what we're trying to work on with folks that are anxiety prone. I understand, and this works for folks. 100 milligrams Alcar, 70 milligrams alpha GPC, 100 milligrams caffeine, 200 milligrams theanine. Okay, that right there provides low doses of effective nootropic compounds that will turn on good functional brain performance, give you stimulation, give you working memory, give you mental energy, give you a good solid calm focus. You got the theanine in there to really balance things out. We're literally adding brain serotonin and brain GABA via theanine. I mean, that's what it goes, one of the things it goes and builds in your brain. Okay, it allows the brain to literally build and contain more GABA concentrated within neurons, firing between neurons, and more serotonin. That's important. Alcar is working on acetylcholine partially, but also working on fuel for brain cells via converting fatty acids, making it easier for the brain to use fatty acids for fuel. Alpha GPC is working on the production of a neurotransmitter called acetylcholine. It's also partially contributing a bit of its contents to the building of phosphatidylcholine. That's the outer structure of brain cells. And then you've got caffeine in there, just providing a good solid wakefulness, but it's a lower dose. It's 100 milligrams of caffeine, and that theanine balances it out. Okay, so use that stack if you're somebody who's anxiety prone. You can't take nootropics, you can't take modafinil. They stimulate you too much. Use that stack. I think you're going to find that you can get a good functional brain performance and get a nootropic benefit, and actually be like, hey, I'm taking nootropics. This is working for me, but not have that anxiety that you might be prone to getting. Thanks for watching.